Okay, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat at welcome to another week of Sports Corner PH interviews. And for this Monday afternoon, kasama po natin ngayon ang Team Kalasag who just recently last month sa Phuket, Thailand, nagwagi po sila ng 3 ginto at 9 napilak na medalya diyan po sa 6th International Thai Martial Arts Games. Pagkalala po natin ang ating Team Kalasag. Unahin natin yung kanilang playing coach, playing instructor, si Crew Archie Brioso. Crew Archie, good afternoon po.
Good afternoon, bro. Thank you for having us sa interview ng Sports Corner PH.
All right, thank you so much, Crew Archie. And of course, the winning athletes. Bugat pa kay Crew Archie na naglaro din. Unahin natin ang ating world champion sa Kun Khmer, si Kaiden Brioso. Kaiden, bate.
Good afternoon po. Salamat po sa pag-imbita sa amin.
All right, next si JB Hernandez.
Opo. Thank you po.
Bate.
Uh,
Medyo may pagkahihayin si Kuya. Bumati ka na lang sa mga mga
Bye
followers
ka na sa mga
natin.
fans mo.
Sapahan. Natatawa pa. Mamaya lang kita magtanong. Si Arnie Brioso na muna. Arnie, your opening remarks po.
Hello. Thank you po. Thank you for having us para dito sa makilala yung team namin and lahat ng lumahok sa competition. Hello.
Alright, and shoutout din kay Queen Pagyo who's supposed to be here sana dito for our interview. Kaso, absent po siya. Meron silang commitment sa kanyang work. Kaya shoutout na lang po namin sa inyo, Queen. And first of all, again, congratulations on the remarkable performance dyan sa Thailand. And even in the past years, sabihin natin, unti-unti kayo nagpapakilala pagdating sa combat sports, sa mga martial arts sa ngayon. Pero unahin natin si Crew Archie. Crew Archie, kamusta na po kayo? Kahit mainit ng panahon, uso-uso pa rin yung mga summer class natin. Busy kayo dun, of course, sa mga summer classes and of course sa trainings ng ating mga atleta sa Team Kalasad na matatagpuan dyan sa San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. And by the way, shout out din kay JM Pineda ng IBC 13, taga San Jose del Monte, Bulacan yun. Archie.
Student ko siya actually before.
Oo, si Sir JM. Yan ang ating laging nakakasama sa ating mga coverages, si Sir JM. So, kumusta na kayo, Sir Archie?
Okay naman. Ito, well, on a Monday, hindi masyadong busy ang gym. Nagsistart ang gym, ang team ng hard training talaga from Tuesday to Sunday. Of course, we do Muay Thai, we do kickboxing, we do Jiu-Jitsu, Gi, and No-Gi. And of course, in Kulkumer nga, we also train for that, especially because regular kaming nagpa-participate as part of the Kulkumer International Federation.
Okay. Nakakatuwa talaga dahil itong kalasag na inyong club, uh, ito yung isa sa mga fast rising clubs sa ngayon at nagpapalaganap kayo ng iba't ibang mga contact sports disciplines at nag-gain traction pagdating sa pag-produce na ng mga world-class talents pagdating sa martial arts. Gaya nga na yung ating kasamang si Kaiden who just recently won the World Championship sa Kun Khmer. At kami yung isa sa mga unang na-break ng news na ito. Kaya nakakatuwa dahil kahit hindi ito, sabihin natin mainstream na sport, marami siguro ang nag-anga at na-inspire sa panalo ito ni Kaiden. At bilang instructor, talaga naman na motivate nyo yung mga atleta to gain limelight pagdating nga sa mga competitions na yun internationally.
Yes, number one kasi of course, dito sa atin, ang mas popular naman talaga is Muay Thai. And as we all are knowing now, dahil yung Cambodia nag-host sila ng most recent SEA Games, ang pin-promote nila is the sport Kun Khmer. And because most of the Filipinos are more familiar with the sport Muay Thai, hindi naman siya masyado nalalayo sa Kun Khmer. And uh, most of my athletes naman talaga have been competing locally in Muay Thai. So, when we started developing the Philippine Kunkumer Federation here in the Philippines, yun nga, of course, yung mga na-develop na champion athletes ng team, yun ang iniharap natin dun sa screening na ginawa natin last year na lalaban para sa World Championships ng Kunkumer held in Cambodia last time. And dun nga, isa si Kaiden na Angry Bird na lumaro na product ng screening na yon, sama si JV and Queen.
Okay, so siguro pwede nating, para sa ating mga viewers, baka pwede natin bigyan ng background kung paano ba nag-umpisa, paano pinalaki itong club na ito, at yung masasabi natin isa sa mga top clubs or dojos ng iba't ibang martial arts, hindi lamang sa mga Bulacan kundi sa buong bansa. Nakita ko sa mga pictures na sinend ko, maaba pala ang naging karanasan ninyo pagdating sa pag-represent ng bansa sa international competitions ko, Archie.
Yes, bro. We've been competing naman. Originally, galing ako sa Philippine Kamao. It's a Muay Thai
Kamao.
team. Yes, Phil Kamao na naka-reside sa Caloocan. So, dyan talaga yung roots ko when I started. So, I was a student at first. And then afterwards, naging in-house fighter ako ng team. From amateur to professional. Nung time na yon, way back in 2008, 2009, 2010 onwards. And then from there, yung Philippine Kamao, until now, we're still under their umbrella. So we're a member of some federations sa Thailand, tulad ng World Muay Buran Federation, World Muay Thai Federation, Crew Muay Thai Association. Those federations and associations in Thailand are actually the governing bodies ng Muay Thai sa Thailand, having the authority na mag-hold ng mga World Championships. Kasama na yung
True Archie, nawala ang linya nyo. Baka pwede nating ulitin yung sinagot nyo. Naputol po yung part na yon. Okay. So,
hello, bro.
May problema sa signal. Okay, True Archie, abang medyo putol yung signal ninyo sa kabilang cam. Pwede ituloy mo lang sinabi.
Ayun, yun nga, dahil yung team natin, Philippine Kamao, is what we consider our main or mother camp, is a member of those federations in Thailand. We took the time, nung time na yon, to hold or to attend seminars. Aral kami talaga ng Muay Thai to the roots, hanggang sa nag-aaral kami ng Muay Buran. While we go to Thailand regularly every year, nagpa-participate din kami sa mga World Championships na hino-hold ng mga federation na to. So yes, I've been active since around 2009, 2010 onwards in competing in Asian Championships, World Championships ng amateur Muay Thai, to kasama na ang Pro-Am ever since that time. So from there, yun nga, I started my own team dito sa Bulacan kasi taga Bulacan naman talaga ako. So this is actually a chapter of Philippine Kamao in Bulacan. And then as a certified and licensed crew stands for teacher in Thailand. Having done all of the seminars I did, the certifications I did, nag-start na ako mag-grow ng mga students ko. So I also certify students pagdating sa Muay Thai and Muay Buran, given that they take the exam, the CAN grading exam, which is also sanctioned by WMBF or World Muay Buran Federation authorized to give this rank sa mga students. So from there, uh, I pinpointed yung mga athletes na potential na lumaro locally. And number one dyan, yun yung ano ko, itong si Angry Bird na pamangkin ko, who started with me when he was 7. And from there on, na-develop sa kanya yung love for the sport. So he became an athlete locally. And then I also started a scholarship program para sa mga potential na maging athletes ng team. So si JV is actually one of the results or mga product or produkto nung scholarship program. I do have a few more people who are competing locally and are also winning locally. So, mga potential din sila madala sa ibang bansa eventually once I assess their skill level. Also, other than that, ang Philippine Kamao is also known for the tournament uh, promotion we've been holding for the longest time. Kilala siya as Muay Thai Ultimate Test. Yung mga time na yan, mga bata pa yung mga fighters ngayon na sikat. Dati lumalaro sila dyan, the likes of si JB Tomas, si Green Goblin, si Tirante. Yung mga fighters ngayon na kilala na, they used to play or compete dun sa Muay Thai Ultimate Test that we've been holding for the past couple of years. And it's been a long time running tournament na we've been officiating. And also with that experience, I was able to get an offer to start the FYC, yung Fight Yard Contender Series ng Fight Yard dito sa Elorde sa may Quezon City. So tayo rin yung mga nag-pioneer yan, nag-start mag-organize yan together with the owner, Sir Jeff. Other than that, yun, we've made some affiliates from with other teams. I'm also a head coach for Slim and Shape, Muay Thai nila. And then, yung mga affiliates ng Slim and Shape Jiu-Jitsu. So, that's basically how it all started. Habang lumalaki, I've met people and coaches and I've worked with them in holding tournaments, holding seminars, and competing locally and internationally.
Ayun. So, grabe talaga yung experience at expertise na pagdating sa martial arts at maraming ka siguro mga natutunan mula sa yung mga masters and of course yung mga iba't iba mga seminars na pinuntahan nyo abroad para mas lalong i-improve o i-asa pa pagdating sa iba't ibang martial arts discipline. So let's focus on dito sa event na sinalingan yung last match, yung International Thai Martial Arts Games. So, para sa inyong apat, ano ang naging preparasyon para dito sa nasabing kompetisyon? Paano nyo pinaghandaan ang mismo kompetisyon? Crunchy, ikaw muna.
Okay. Well, we were still hot from the previous World Kunkumer Championships. So, it was a chance for us na habang mainit pa kami from the previous training and experience, magamit namin yung heat na yun, ika nga, strike while the iron is hot. So while we were still hot, all we did was do some more trainings and some local fights na we attended to. Tulad ni JV, siguro 3 days after the Kunkumer World Championship, pinalaban ko na kagad sa Fight Yard Contender Series against a Moroccan fighter from Team 426. Pinalad naman siyang manalo. Ganun din si Queen. Si Queen was still hot from fighting in Cambodia. So she asked me if she could also join the tournament sa FYC. And I agreed kasi nga maganda naman yung performance niya last time. And sure enough, yun, dinominate niya rin yung nakalaban niya sa Fight Yard Contender. That made me sure na they are still ready with a few more months remaining para mag-prepare we held a training camp. We do it every day. And we train. And kung ano man yung mga shortcomings namin from the previous tournament, we made sure that we addressed it doon sa daily training namin.
Okay, kayo din.
Yung sa Kunkumer po, nung lumabang po kami, habang nandun pa po yung momentum po namin, nag-training camp po kami ng 1 month, then tabak po agad sa Thailand habang mainit pa po.
Okay, sunod natin si JB.
Yun po, nag-train po kami ng everyday, umaga, hapon, gabi, tuloy-tuloy po ang training. Yun lang po, yung naging preparation po namin.
Okay, si Arnie naman.
So, siguro ako lang po yung naiba sa kanila since na-stop ako from 2022. Tapos,
Bakit ka na-stop? Bakit ka nagta-pandemic, no? Obviously.
Actually, yun po yung before sa pre-SEA Games, dalawa kami ni Kuya Archie or ni Kuya Archie lumaban. After nun, nag-focus muna ako sa career, sa trabaho. Tapos, after nung Kunkumer nila, na-invite ulit ako for Thailand para lumaban. Then, siguro meron 4 months, 3 months to prepare and i-build up ulit yung stamina, yung mga technique na nakalimutan na. So, madali naman na i-remind ni Kuya and yung stamina building na jogging everyday, halos non-stop everyday, morning. Yun po yung mga naging preparation namin and syempre, ang competition na sinalihan namin dun, hindi lang naman purely Muay Thai. So, may boxing and Jiu-Jitsu. So, talagang more or less nasa 6 to 8 hours ka rin nagtitraining everyday. So, medyo mahirap, nakakapagod, pero naging worth it naman yung lahat ng pinaghirapan namin all throughout.
Okay, thank you, Arnie. Crew Archie, I'll go back to you muna habang inaayos mo pa yung connection mo sa inyo. Nakakatuwa talaga dahil of course, yung mismong sports event na yon ay pinagsama ng iba't ibang mga disiplina. Boxing, jiu-jitsu, muay boran, kickboxing. Kamusta transition niya from different sports? Ano naging takeaway dito? Dahil from one sport, nilipat ka sa ibang sport. From one opponent, nilipat ka sa isang pang opponent na mas malakas pa dito. Arnie, ikaw muna.
So yung sa akin naman po medyo kasi Asian tayo So in-expect natin yung mga kalaro natin same height, same level natin. Pero pagdating dito sa competition na to, medyo mataas na talaga or international level na talaga, world's level. Medyo kailangan mo lang rin talaga ng iset mo yung isip mo na kailangan mong labanan yung sports or yung naging passion mo. Especially for me dun sa jiu-jitsu, hindi ko na-expect na medyo malaki yung weight difference, halos 10 kilograms. Talagang yung game plan lang. Tsaka kailangan, lagi mo naririnig si crew, tas yung teammates mo para dun sa technique na gusto mong ma-execute or yung game plan mo.
Okay, kay JB naman, ano naging takeaways no? Dahil of course, from one sport, tatawid ka sa ibang sport, at the so on and so forth.
Bro, sorry na medyo occupied si JB. Sandali. Pero if you have a question
Ikaw
for...
muna. Ikaw muna, yung takeaways nyo sa transition.
Namin itong last. Ako naman, with my experience over the years, kasi nga, syempre, Asian World Championships, normally, mga Asian tayo, so maliliit kami most of the time. Pagdating na sa World Championships, pagkaharap mo na yung mga Eastern countries or European countries, usually talaga matatangkad. Di natin makakontrol minsan na di mo alam kung ka-weight mo talaga yung kalaban mo. Talaga minsan, unbelievable yung laki, yung tangkad. So ganun minsan yung nakakaharap namin mga challenges. So what we do in preparing for it is parang pinagpapalagay na namin na ganun yung makakalaban. So we're trying to train harder and smarter than before. Kasi nga, baka nga may mga ganun chances tulad na nangyari sa akin sa pre-SEA Games noon. Ang nakalaban ko si Lau Chatra na she's a towering almost 6-footer nung time na yun sa under 67.5 kilograms. Naglaban kami sa championship rounds. Hindi ako pinalad makakuha ng gold. And especially dahil turf niya yun, it was his home turf. So we didn't win. We were able to grab the silver medal. Pero yun nga yung mga challenges doon. And then another time in Cambodia last year, for some reason, medyo napalitan yung kalaban, biglang bumigat. Yun. Championship rounds din. So, ganon. So it was really hard. It's really, really hard for us to grab the gold medal pagdating sa mga international competitions. I've been with other fighters before na mga kilalang fighters na rin. Kasama ko sila and it's not very easy for them to get gold medals kahit professional silang dominating dito sa Pilipinas. So, yan, katulad ng last time sa Jiu-Jitsu, they were adjusting with the Jiu-Jitsu competition because it's the first time for them to hold that. Wala akong makakalaban. So, I had to go for a super fight with a brown belt who's an 87 kilogram athlete and I was at 67 kilos. So, it was a super fight. Naglaban kami. So obviously, there's the big chance na matalo ako. And surely that's what happened. Pero what I wanted to show to my students, to my athletes, na we don't back out dun sa mga laban na yun. Pag nandiyan na yung laban sa harapan mo, you train for it, you went to Thailand for it, you'll do your best, you'll give it your best, matalo o manalo, pero you won't back out dun sa laban. So that was my experience and hopefully yun yung torch na I'm able to pass on to these young athletes now who are already taking the stage by storm during taking the world stage by storm.
Okay, si Kaiden naman.
Naging problema ko lang po nung sa pagdating po namin sa Thailand. Hindi po ko na isama sa Rolats. Nilaban po ko sa mas taas po yung timbang sa akin. Pero nandun na nga po, lalabanan na lang. Nilabanan ko na rin po. Kasi po nag-training po ako for 1 month. Then, sayang naman po kung hindi ko po lalabanan. Kaya dahil nandun na rin po, for experience na rin po, magamit na rin sa mga future competition. Nilabanan ko na rin po. Sa Jiu-Jitsu naman po, wala naman po. Awa tulong po ay nakapag-uwi po ako ng gold medal sa Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay, si JB, if you're ready. JB, your assessment.
Sorry, bro, medyo taken pa si JB. Nag-out siya sandali.
Okay. So, papas muna natin saglit. Balikan natin si Sir Archie habang hinihintay natin si Sir JB na pagtanungin natin. Ang medal tally po ng competition is 3 golds and 9 silver medals. From different sports na pinaglaruan nga dito sa International Thai Martial Arts Games. Yung general assessment nyo po, may mga pinagdaanan ba kayo during this event, mga struggles, lalo na pagdating sa weight cuts? And of course, nakita niyo na ba yung suporta ng mga kapwa natin Pinoy, ang ating mga OFWs dyan sa Thailand, Crew Archie?
As far as struggles, marami talagang struggles. Number 1, financially, kasi kahit in Pilipinas kami, we're not really part of yung federation natin. It's not part of the Philippine national team. So it's not within the PSC. So we didn't really get any fundings from the government. Pero luckily, sinuportahan naman tayo ng local government, ng mayor dito sa San Jose del Monte. We got a significant amount para makatulong din sa airfare and of course din sa lodging natin. May mga private sponsors kami na tumulong. So we got a very warm support from these people, especially yung buong team. Kasi may mga students ako na private students who are also helping out, donating money para nga magawa namin yung task na to, ma-accommodate yung expenses namin as far as yung accommodation sa Phuket, tsaka yung plane ticket, and of course yung mga registration fees. Yung mga registration fees kasi yung bawat sport na nilaruan namin. Of course, yung weight cutting, medyo struggling talaga doon kasi iba-ibang weight divisions yung involved. Pero what we did is we tried to get closer or register dun sa mga magkakalapit na weight divisions. Yun nga, may mga nagkaroon ng hassle ng konti pagdating dun sa registration. We were supposed to compete sa Muay Boran. Some of us were not able to. Ang nakapasok lang talaga is si JD, si Justin, and si Arnie. So, our only choice is to play at Iska dun sa kickboxing. So, that's the reason why nakalaro kami bigla sa kickboxing. But we only have the option to play kung sino yung available na pinakamalapit na pwede namin makalaban. So, I had to fight someone who's probably around 72 kilograms or 73. I was at 67. So, yun yung naging difference. Medyo towering ulit yung kalaban, malaki ulit. So, the entire time I was there, halos lahat ng kalaban, significant yung size difference sa akin. And we were lucky kasi sa Jiu-Jitsu, kahit mabigat yung naging kalaban ni Arnie, matangkad yung nakalaban ni Kaiden, they were still at the same belt level. And dahil hasa naman tayo sa mga laban dito locally, we were able to dominate their opponents. Kahit mga international athletes din yung nakalaban nila. We were able to bag the gold medal for Jiu-Jitsu. Yun yung struggle. We did get some support from our fellow Filipinos dito sa atin. Pero mga OFW doon, they supported us by watching and supporting the entire festival. Kasi the entire festival was held for a whole week. So we fought in kickboxing, Muay Boran, Jiu-Jitsu, Gi no Gi, and boxing.
Okay.
Ayun.
Okay, JB, your experience nga pala dito sa nakaraang Thai Martial Arts Games. Pakikwento sa amin naging experience nyo.
Salamat.
Sa finals.
Yun po. Okay naman po nung first round pero medyo na-overwhelm po din sa ano. Kasi boxer po siya na naglaro ng Viboran. So, di po kinaya dun ng second round na na-stop. Yun po nangyari dun sa finals na laban.
Okay, got it. Okay, Crew Archie, mabilis lang because we ran out of time. Crew, what's the future plans para dito sa Team Kalasag for the remaining part of the year? Ano mga susunod na plano ninyo? Mabilis lang, medyo mabilis ang oras.
This year is another comp year for the team. We're set to compete sa Pan-Asians, dito sa local Jiu-Jitsu tournament. We also registered sa Butolan, Zambales Jiu-Jitsu, first Butolan, Zambales Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai competition. Most of our teammates and myself will be competing there para siyang super fight sa Jiu-Jitsu. Kaiden the Angry Bird will be fighting at Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. I also have one more fighter who's a promising fighter na ipipresent ko this time sa mga laban, and I might bring him in Cambodia for the next World Championship sa December. Si Gabriel Katunggal, here he is. currently teaching right now no class. So marami pa akong mga scholars na are waiting to actually compete locally and internationally. Ginagawa namin yung local competitions as a way to tune up our skills and to measure kung talagang ready na sila for the international stage. Pero of course, as a team who also officiates tournaments, I'm also working with Payantong, who's the leading fight gear right now in the Philippines. Nandito siya ngayon, si Payantong. Ito si Miss Jeline
Hi.
ng Payantong. Yan,
Hello.
so,
Shout out sa mga taga-Payantog, syempre.
yan, she's the leading uh, fight gear dito sa Pilipinas. I'm partnering up with her in putting up another gym na mag-aalaga ng mga fighters, mga future international athletes din. And at the same time, possibly holding another tournament promotion for both Muay Thai, Kumer, boxing, kickboxing, and jiu-jitsu to further screen yung mga potential athletes pa na hindi masyado na nakikita. So it's more like scouting potential athletes who can be potential athletes in the world stage then.
All right, and thank you so much the Team Kalasag for having us here sa ating programa. Congratulations on your medal finishes sa mga competitions. And we will have some final remarks from our guest. Arnie, ikaw muna. Kita-kita, pakitaas ka muna. Pakita natin ulit yung t-shirt. Ayan, Muay Boran at Kun Kemer, syempre. Ikaw muna, Arnie. Closing remarks po.
Unang-una po sa lahat, nagpapasalamat kami sa taas dahil hindi kami pinababayaan sa lahat ng aspeto, financially, physically, mentally. Kay Crew Archie na nakasupport sa amin every time, every training na tinutulungan kami para ma-develop and yung discipline namin sa everyday namin. Sa mga teammates namin na tumutulong din, no, na para sa sparring, sa technique, ma-execute namin yung mga game plan namin, yung mga dapat namin gawin. Nagpapasalamat din kami, especially sa buong federation ng Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai sa Pilipinas, which is yung Pilcamo and Team Fabricio.
Alright, thank you so much. JB, yung shoutout sa pasasalamat.
Sabi po, thank you sa mga teammates namin, sa mga nag-sponsor. Lagi tumutulong. Lagi nakasupport pag nasa ibang bansa po kami. Po, maraming salamat po.
Okay, kayo din. Final remarks.
Yes po, thank you po ulit sa Sports Corner sa opportunity. And salamat po sa Diyos na nakaraos po kami, nakauwi po kami dito ng school. Then po sa mga sponsor at sa family ko po. And lalo-lalo na po sa Coach Crew, Tito Archie na nag-guide sa amin sa bawat training. And shoutout po sa Team Kalasag.
Alright, and lastly, Crew Archie, your final remarks. Mabilis lang. Medyo maubos na ang oras natin.
Thank you, Sports Corner PH, for giving us the honor na ma-interview nyo. Thank you for the support na every time na meron kaming mga tournaments, nandiyan kayo to share our posts, letting us known sa mga kapwa namin mga gyms in the Philippines as one of the active teams na lumalaban locally and internationally. Salamat sa mga teammates namin, sa mga supporters. Lalo, huwag kayong magsasawa ang support kami. We promise to do our best every training and most definitely every tournament to take home the honor and bring it back to our country.
Alright, thank you so much to all of you. At mabilis na, photo pa tayo. Thumbs up and smile. Alright. In 1, 2, 3. Alright, maraming salamat po. Again, congratulations Team Kalasag. Inquire sa Facebook ang details about dito sa mga clinics ng Team Kalasag. More power and God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you so much po.
Salamat.
Thank you.
Salamat.